nice shack.
It's a little more than that.
Yes, it is. A big, nice shack.
Ah, reinforcements. I hope you don't have any trouble in tow. Well, if that's the case, you can scram right away.
I'm not looking for trouble.
That's what they all say, and I end up having to clobber them with my forge hammer. So, go straight, nothing will happen to you. I hope you're not one of those guys who brags about their wealth. I've no use for them. I need guys who sort things out.
Burke has lost something.
Yes, his sanity. I noticed that as well. He burns his hand down to raw flesh in the flames of the forge, doesn't even flinch. But whatever he's lost, he won't find it with me.
Is that all?
Blimey! The skeleton could talk. I'm not hallucinating, am I?
Oh, yes you are, Fatty.
I was probably just hearing things. Buzz off!
You need someone to do the heavy lifting, no problem.
You don't exactly look trustworthy. But I have a rather hot iron in the fire, and I could use your help with it.
I have to help you forge something.
Of course not. What makes you think that? Oh, I get it, because I mentioned a hot iron. Listen, if you help me, we must keep it to ourselves. I don't want the guys here to make fun of me.
Just spit it out.
I need someone to give this engagement ring to my girlfriend Grace on Antigua.
Engaged? You?
Crazy, isn't it? I know how ridiculous it sounds, but when you're closer to the grave than to your girl, these things go through your mind. So, what now? Will you pay Grace a visit or not?
Let's see what you've got.
If you can afford it.
What are you doing with the demon hunters?
What do you think? I'm the blacksmith. Anyway, it's my damn duty to help them.
Why?
No long story. And long stories only hold me up. In a nutshell, I owe it to my father.
About Grace. Where on Antigua can I find Grace?
I put her in charge of my old forge. You're to meet her there, together with my nephew, Pansel.
I'll keep that in mind. All right, I'll bring Grace your engagement ring.
Man, speak a little more softly. I don't want to become the butt of everyone's jokes.
Come on. Are you a man or a mouse?
Yeah. Here's the ring. And now get the hell out of here.
We should get a move on, or this old toy boy here might get pissed off! Ha 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 ha!
Know much about weapons.
What? Who do you think I am? You are speaking to the greatest weaponsmith for miles around. I was forging pistols and swords while you were still in nappies. If you like, I could show you a few tricks.
Do you work alone in the forge?
No, usually Alvito gives me a hand. If only I knew where he is. I send him out to get some iron and he disappears. He better not be with that whore Yvette in Travis's tavern again. We don't have time for women.
That's rich coming from you.
Yeah, go on, make your stupid jokes. You're not the one standing alone in front of the anvil all day long.
Let me guess. You're looking for someone to check up on Alvito.
And you look like you're willing to do me this favour.
No. But you'll wear yourself out if you keep doing two people's work.
Nonsense. So what'll it be? Will you help me? I'm starting to lose my patience.
I'll think about it.
That's the right attitude. But don't take too long.
All right. I will find Alvito for you.
Good. But we don't have any use for big mouths around here. I'll take your word for it. If you find the boy, then... Oh, never mind. Just find him.
Any idea where Alvito intends to find the iron?
I only take care of the forging. Where I get the iron doesn't matter. The important thing is that I get it. The only thing I know is that there's an abandoned iron mine somewhere on the island. But like I said, maybe he's in the tavern, ogling Yvette.
What can I learn from you?
Anything from blades to muskets, if you have the necessary change.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
What do you mean?
Sorry. I was just thinking aloud. Welcome to Calador, the last bastion of the Dark Warriors this side of the great stream of lava. As long as the war of the Titan Lords continues, we will need every strong man we can get. Our task here is to defend the people against the forces of darkness.
A Shadow Lord stole my spirit.
Yes, I suspected as much. I can see it in your eyes. That's not good.
I could think of better situations.
How did that happen?
It's a long story.
I've got time.
All right. We were searching for treasure on the Crab Coast. Our path led us through an old temple to a gorge, where the ground shook and revealed a cave.
A skull cave. And inside you found a large gate made of pure crystal.
You seem to know the story.
These skull caves have appeared all over the southern seas. I've heard innumerable reports of people being hunted and killed by shadows. Often, their souls are removed in order to make them compliant. Your strong will alone is the reason you're still in command of your wits. Most have become minions of the underworld.
You have come far. Impressive. Tragic that it will all be for nothing.
I don't want to join the underworld. Help me get my spirit back.
It's not that simple, lad. The underworld is full of mysteries and illusions. One moment everything seems clear, and the next, it's all shrouded in a veil of oblivion.
But you must be able to do something.
The old culture of Calador was highly developed and may contain the knowledge we'll need.
Have you any idea who is behind these attacks by the shadows?
It must be an ancient power from times long past. Our opponent has not yet revealed himself. But I'm afraid that when he does, it will be fatal.
A ghost named Crow is terrorizing the seas.
The enemy should never be allowed to gain control of the seas. If that happens, we will all be finished. None of us will be able to count on other factions for help.
What's a druid got to do with demon hunters?
Don't let yourself be blinded by the dust of the crumbling ruins. Even today, this land still conceals a great power. In its heyday, the Dark Warriors of Calador still understood the relevance of the Titan Wars. They were aware of the weak points of their masters, the Titan Lords. The offspring of these warriors of yore still possess that ability to this day. I lit the green fire and watched them making pilgrimages to the land of their ancestors in search of their destiny. I'm here to help them remember their old strength. Now that the shadows have come over the land, we need them more than ever.
Can the knowledge of Calador help me?
Real treasures are still hidden. The Dark Warriors were wise. The ancient knowledge they collected has for the most part remained untouched in the ruins. If you can find these writings and bring them to me, I may be able to help you get your spirit back.
I've brought you ancient knowledge from Calador. Where should I start looking?
The Demon Hunter's old records refer to a grimoire, a text from a time when their culture still flourished. Its last known whereabouts is said to be an old castle ruin to the west of Iron Bay.
Castle ruin in the west. Find grimoire. Shouldn't be a problem.
Good. But be on your guard. The reports from the area are disconcerting. One of the Shadow Lords fled to the west after our last battle. I'm sure he's still there somewhere.
I'll bear that in mind. What can you tell me about the big ship down in the Iron Bay?
I think it's probably their last chance to leave the country when Calador falls. The Dark Warriors will stay anchored there until Calador is liberated, unless someone goes to them and shows them how they could contribute with their frigate. But they will only listen to a demon hunter.
How can I help you?
We fought our last battle in the north. My Dark Warriors smoked out the Skull Caves, and the crystal portal was destroyed. But we suffered heavy losses. Many were killed, and many fled. They have not returned since then. They need help in finding their way back to the Citadel.
You can count on me. I'll take care of your warriors.
Thank you. As I said, we can use all the help we can get.
You destroyed a crystal portal. How?
I found the spell here in the Citadel. It's easy if you know how it's done. The spell makes the crystal resonate until it shatters into 1,000 shards. Come, I'll show you. I'll show you how to cast a magic spell. Pay close attention. And now, it's your turn.
I'll give it a go.
Very good. Now you should also be able to destroy a crystal portal.
Thanks. I look forward to smashing those animals straight back to the underworld.